This is the second video of a 6-part series on PRL pesticide reporting. This video will cover what records certified applicators and technicians must include in their annual report and which forms to use for reporting. There are two forms that commercial applicators and technicians should be familiar with before submitting a report. First is Form 26, or the Applicator Technician Pesticide Annual Report, and second is Form 26A, or the List of Commercial Applicators and Technicians. We will go over which of these forms to submit for the annual report later on in this video. Using Form 26, applicators and technicians are required to report the following information for each pesticide application they make: EPA registration number, product name, the undiluted quantity of each pesticide used, including units of measurement, date applied, and the location of application by street address, including the 5-digit zip code. If a product you used does not have an EPA registration number on its packaging, please do not include it in your report. Form 26 will look slightly different depending on which reporting option you choose. Here we see the Option D Excel Form 26 and the Option A Form 26. We will cover the different reporting options available in the next video. For an overview of the form, we will look at the Option D Excel version of Form 26. Regardless of which DEC reporting option you choose, Form 26 will have the same 14 columns for data entry. Out of these 14 columns, only 9 are required to be filled out in the annual report. The required columns in this spreadsheet are bolded and marked with an asterisk. Columns 11 through 14 are not required for annual reports, but are still required for pesticide record keeping. DEC has included these record-keeping columns as a convenience to applicators so that they have the option of keeping all of their record-keeping and reporting information in one document. Notice that the end date column is also not a required field. This column is only used for cooling tower applications. If this does not apply to you, you can leave that column blank, but please do not remove the column from the form. In addition to the 9 required columns, identification information must also be included. Where and how you input the ID info will depend on which reporting option you choose. In this example, the identification information is entered into the header rows at the top of the spreadsheet. Please do not rearrange, customize, delete, or add columns. Doing so will take the report out of compliant format, which may lead to a rejected report. Form 26A is the second form pesticide applicators should be familiar with before submitting reports. Form 26A is used to list the identification information of multiple certified applicators and/or technicians employed at the same business. The form requires certification ID numbers of each certified individual, the name of each certified individual, and the 5-digit business registration number, if applicable. The column for application made is no longer required. Applicators and technicians who did not make applications are not required to report anymore. Please disregard any mention of reporting no applications as DEC works on updating the forms and web pages to reflect the change. Form 26A will look slightly different depending on which reporting option you use. We will go over the reporting options in the next video. Businesses and agencies with multiple applicators and/or technicians may submit reports in one of two ways. Method 1 is to have each certified applicator or technician submit a Form 26 with their own certification information and report their own applications. For example, if there are 10 certified individuals employed by the same business, they must submit 10 forms, one Form 26 for each certified individual. Or, Method 2 is that the business can combine applications made by multiple applicators or technicians on one Form 26
using only one applicator certification ID number, and submit one Form 26A listing all certified applicators and technicians employed by that business who made applications that year. For example, if there are 10 certified individuals employed by the same business, the business will submit 2 forms. One Form 26 with all the applications made that year, and one Form 26A listing the names and certification numbers of all certified individuals employed by that business who made applications that year. Please do not include names of apprentices on Form 26A. Apprentices are uncertified and are not required to report. However, the applications made by apprentices must still be included on Form 26. Form 26A must include all applicators and technicians employed by the business or agency who made applications during the reporting year. Even if an applicator or technician left the business after the reporting year began, an applicator or technician retired after the reporting year began, or an applicator or technician's certification expired after the reporting year began.
For more information on how to access Form 26 and 26A, please watch the next video in the series. Which electronic reporting option is right for you? If you have any technical issues with submitting your report online, please call the number on the screen or email prlsupport@nysprl.com. If you are still unsure about which forms to use for your report, please contact DEC's Reporting and Certification section at 518-402-8748 or email prl@dec.ny.gov.